Alright, baby girl. One thing about Zara, you know, check a ball.
Hey, XYZ fam! Hi, guys.
Uncle Winston. This is my godfather, everybody. You know, the guy who walked me down the aisle. That's him right there.
I'm hanging with royalty today.
I told him that I'll give him everything I own, but we just can't give him back Zara.
And I have no intention of taking it back.
Today, Xaundre is tired.
I worked night before last night. I went to work on, what was that, Tuesday morning, came back Wednesday night. Now it's Thursday morning. I'm coming back on Friday evening. And then I'm going in back on Sunday to come back out on Monday. I'm not happy.
Yeah, so it's been a really rough couple of days. Uncle Winston as well came to do a spin around to drop off some things. The spin around turned into more than a spin around because the bag them don't reach. So yeah, so that's what's up, and we're going to make the best of today. So if you're interested in this type of video, come along with us. Bye, baby.
Bye, babe.
Oh no, where you go with the book?
I got bag of patient for 24 hours. I gonna need something for reading in the meantime.
And right after we dropped Xaundre off, we went to Old Joe's for breakfast. Old Joe's in Fairview always has the most authentic Jamaican breakfast dishes, so trust me, we do recommend. And then guys, you already know that going to this airport during Christmas season is drama. So after Old Joe's, we went to hang out at my favorite spot, you know, Doctor's Cave. But I figured that I'm tired of seeing Doctor's Cave clips, so I just left it. Okay, no lie, I did put a clip here. But the day was drama, it was long, and by the end of the day, I was popped right down. Alright guys, update. It is 7:46 p.m. I am tired. Xaundre is also tired, but not hungry again. So let me tell you how the story went. So Uncle Winston never got his bags, and that's why he was staying with us last night. He had to go to the airport this morning to get his bags, and that took a long time. I took the car, dropped off Xaundre at work because he's on a 24-hour shift, 36-hour shift. What, a 36-hour?
Well, 24 hours of sitting by the patient's bedside.
And bagging.
Well, in this case, I don't actually have the bag because we have a portable ventilator that is doing the actual breathing.
Okay.
But I still have to adjust the ventilator settings and monitor the patient.
Yeah, because in the ICU, nurses are very rare in Jamaica, so...
ICU spaces.
Yeah,
even
spaces
worse.
and nurses. So the doctors have to do that. So after that runabout, all about at the airport, and right now Mobe is literally super duper packed, like the traffic is unbearable. Then I realized that I need to go home because Xaundre never eat. So I go home, warm up the food, and then I say Raheem was supposed alright, the story I get longer, but Raheem was supposed to pick up Danny in the vicinity in the same time. So I said, alright, I'm going to order something so that Xaundre can get that to eat in the meantime. Now, another thing for people who don't live in Jamaica is that delivery service is basically non-existent island-wide. But then in like Kingston and in Mobe, and maybe in Ochi, you have some delivery privileges. And it's most a privilege because they will just cancel your order. So like 1 hour pass and they just message me and say, oh, this order is cancelled. And I mean, guys, and I tell you that I just never had the energy to argue with them. I literally just got in flight mode because I had the bag with the food packed for Zon to get just a little bit later. And I just jumped up and I just drove and brought food for him because he never eat all day. And like my head hurt myself, him head hurt him. But yeah, it's just been a long day, but I feel like a better now. Like, oh, he's eating.
What she said.
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy all the time. We won't have exciting vlogs all the time. We'll have vlogs like these.
Vlogs like these where you question your life choices. Especially since we never get no retro money. If you know, you know. Say retro money in the chat if you know.
What's for dinner / lunch? Curry chicken and rice.
Curry boneless chicken thighs.
So why you have to explain say boneless chicken thighs?
Because it tastes better than regular chicken.
You think so? I think curry chicken have the boneless chicken thighs. I put coconut milk in there, but when I'm doing curry chicken, I don't put any coconut milk in it. I just feel like everything have a vibe. That's just a different vibe.
I just prefer the vibe. Yeah.
And I have another serving of black bean and rice in there to say you can eat that later or tomorrow or so.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I don't have any energy to say much.
You know, sometimes in life you feel like giving up, and you feel like things are annoying, and or your spiritual life maybe is very so object lesson, friends.
You know, should I get an object lesson?
There's an object lesson. Don't give up, keep holding on, because at the end of the road you might have some rice and curry chicken. And hopefully you get to take a little nap, even if it's an hour or two, just to kind of replenish your brain cells a little bit tonight. And honestly, it's even harder because it's a festive season, and you know, everybody's doing all these Christmassy stuff and everybody's so excited. But Zahn has to work, and he's so, like, when Zahn is on duty, I feel like I'm on duty because I have to pull so much weight. I just don't feel festive, you know, like I don't feel 'tis the season. And I know lots of people can relate, especially when you're on YouTube and, you know, people doing vlogmas, people, you know, doing all the Christmas things. And I love celebrations. I love the season. I'm a very big celebration person, but we're working all the days. Zahn is working on Christmas Day. We don't even know at what time we'll reach our parents. We don't necessarily celebrate the 25th as the day that Jesus was born, but we do like the fact that it's a holiday and we can go hang out with our parents, so we normally do something. So we don't know if we'll get to do that this year, but
speaking of which, I saw a message from the secretary for the department saying that tomorrow she'll send out the rota for which days we have to do this bagging duty over the weekend into next week. So
oh wow, so you might end up work on a day when you never expect to work.
Yeah.
These are the days, man.
These are the days that you reconsider your life choices.
Okay. And I mean, as we always say when we do these type of vlogs, a lot of people won't vlog these things, but it's important that we do, because this is life. You know, life is real. Life is draining sometimes. It's tired. Some days we cry, and some days we're overwhelmed and we're over it.
You know, I have a patient on the ward who, he's a cool guy, you know, and I try to go above and beyond for him. He's a young guy, and you know, and since evening, because he saw me obviously on the ward from 8 o'clock this morning right through until maybe about 6 o'clock this evening, just sitting there at the bedside. Of course, I can walk around the ward and like do stuff, but I have to keep on looking back on the monitor and looking back on the patient.
Yeah.
By the way, this is not typically what happens during bagging. Typically for bagging, you have to actually bag the patient, but thankfully this time we have a portable ventilator that can kind of do the ventilating while I just do the monitoring. But that's beside the point. Anyway, the patient saw me just sitting there for a while. So, somebody brought a couple of fruit plates for him, like 2 or 3 fruit plates. Nice fruit plate. And you know, he walked over to me and put it in my hand and he said, "Me get enough of them here, take that one here, doc." And honestly,
I'm sorry. Because I was worried that you were eating all day, because I had the car and you never got the chance to leave, and I never packed lunch for you, and I felt really bad. And then to hear that's really nice and that's really sweet, and thank the patient.
so me ask a question.
Stop, Xaundre. It was sweet.
No, the pan did sour.
No, but it's the thought that counts. I'm just
yeah.
glad that's just like You don't see it was a blessing of God. I know that I never packed your lunch, and normally if I pack your lunch, then you don't have to leave. No, I don't. You know, me not always give him lunch. And I don't get it twisted. Sometimes I buy food on the road, but like on a day when he's so caught up and I know he's going to be busy, I always try to pack him with 2-3 different servings of stuff to eat because him can't move. And you know, so I cry not because it never saw, but it's just the thought that counts. And it's like, these are the little blessings, so stop laugh at me.
Alright, baby girl. One thing about Zara, you know, check a ball. Anyway, guys, I have to go back in now.
You never done tell the story, so you did eat the fruit.
Yeah, just before you came. So I got somebody to cover for me for a few minutes. So that's how I was able to come out and eat the fruit plate not too long ago. And now Zara bring nice food.
Thank you for the fruit plate, guy.
Yeah.
Your blessings, you're gonna get, you soon get better. If you ever watch this, you soon get better, okay? And I think like a lot of people when they see doctors and they don't know the sacrifice that you have to make and the sacrifice that the family has to make, you know. And that's why anytime anybody say I must have fitness soon, me just want to go on one look on the head, you know, because oh my gosh. And I know it get even more complicated when kids come into the picture. I don't even like to think about what that would look like, but yeah, life. But this is the season to be jolly, don't cry. I'm just grateful. It's gratitude, because you don't have to have nothing big and flamboyant to be grateful to God for giving you these little things, and that was a little mercy, you know.
Mm-hmm. And the ventilator is also.
And the ventilator
is a little mercy.
Perspective is a hell of a thing, you know, because yes, you have to be, but you could literally be doing this for 36 hours.
Well, 24
of this.
Mark you, somebody should relieve me for a few hours in the night so I can get a nap at some point.
Okay.
But he also has to do his work
duty.
And then kind of switch at some point. So yeah, but hopefully I get relieved soon and can get a nap and thing and come back to it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what's up, guys, on this episode of
Adventures of
XYZ. Happy Sabbath, guys.
It is Sabbath when this video will be posted. We're leaving now. You're leaving me? Can you stay for 5 more minutes? I gotta fuck about the work now. Okay.
Yeah.
You get it all here. Me actually need me could do one series about being a doctor's wife.
But I won't be a doctor for very long.
The answer. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A YouTuber. I want to be a YouTuber when I get old.
You don't want to be a YouTuber. You want to be an entrepreneur who has a pillar of his business as content creation. That's what you want to be.
That's true.
You're so much more than YouTube, you know. Yeah. You have so many more passions and stuff. But anyways, guys, we're bringing this vlog to an end. Wherever you are, if it is Sabbath, the perspective that you have on life has a lot to do with it, and it can literally help to make your day seem a little bit brighter. Because see, Xaundre literally is supposed to do this for 24 hours, and then there's a ventilator that comes on, and them normally not have the ventilator, so that is one blessing. Instead of complain, him just counts as a blessing, you know. So I don't know what kind of crosses you're going with. I don't really know what's going on. The Christmas might not look good for you. You might be stressed out right now. You know, December pay come and it done. Whatever is coming your way, it might seem difficult, but try to look on life from the lens of gratitude, to just be grateful about what God has done for you. This vlog.
Babe, I reach.
Oh, welcome home, baby.
Thank you. It was such a long day and night and everything in between.
I'm washing my hair.
As usual. Do you wash your hair? Do you wash your hair every week?
Like every other week.
Okay.
But this week, I'm the tired of the puff, so. And once you put gel in it, you can't go back.
Okay, my love. Alright. Guys. Yes, I'm recording. Bye. Guys, let me tell you, that was a long, almost 36 hours. Like, I'm so tired. I got like an hour sleep last night. But anyway, it's almost Sabbath, and I'm really happy that it's almost Sabbath. Okay, hold on, that's not working. So let me just hold it up and tell you guys, I'm really happy it's almost Sabbath. I'll get to enjoy Sabbath in my bed tonight. But I also wanted to kind of bring closure to the story, just to say, you know, now that the dust has started to settle, and I just look back on some good things that happened over the past week. You know, I had one patient who we really were trying to get to another hospital to do a procedure that we don't offer at ours, and when I tell you that the team pulled out every stop imaginable, like countless numbers of hours trying to get this procedure done. And if you guys understand the inefficiencies of the system, you'll understand why I'm so happy when the family called me today and say, you know, everything went well, and how they're grateful. And so that just really made my day. And we're really trying to get him home for Christmas, and for him to walk his daughter down the aisle. And you know, it's just, there's a lot of human you know, sorry, I slept 1 hour last night, so my brain kind of foggy, but yeah. Alright, I'm just very grateful, and I just think that there's so much to be grateful for, because as much as I'm complaining about being in a hospital for 36 hours, at least I wasn't a patient in a hospital for 36 days, you know. So there's a lot to be grateful for, and I'm grateful. And no, I didn't decide to quit. Felt like it, probably kind of still feel like it, but you know, thank God for Sabbath. I'm going to enjoy a little piece of Sabbath, and wish you guys all the best. See ya. Now I'm going to bathe and take a nap.